Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. Baldur's Gate 3 just had a surprise update this morning with their Hotfix 32 and the community update number 34, connecting with crossplay. So got some things to break down. I haven't seen really anyone talking about this, and there's also been an issue that's been popping up that I've been getting a few comments regarding with the error downloading mods here. Now, this actually ended up happening to me last night as well as I was going to test it out. And I think what's happening is if it's a mod size, it's over 200 megabytes or roughly around there. So typically face mods and things like that will be that size. It was causing an issue with the downloading side of things. Now, I've gotten reports from people on PlayStation and on Xbox. So it seems to be happening on Larian side or on the mod.io side itself. However, I went to go test it this morning and it seemed to work out fine. So people are re-downloading the game and all that. But we got some other stuff to break down. So I guess we'll get into that now here first. So as we celebrate the first major patch for Baldur's Gate 3, we have nothing but gratitude for the support you've shown all along the way. This marks the end of one chapter, but also the exciting new journey. And we can't wait to share more with you soon. And I'm really curious to see what they mean by that. It's probably regarding their next game, but I'm really excited for whatever they end up putting out. I kind of talked about that in a previous video, but in the meantime, we're here to get you comfy with patch 8, from enabling crossplay with friends across platforms to choosing the perfect new subclass for your new adventure. To help make your travels around the Sword Coast as delightful as possible, Hotfix 32 will be going live today. And we're tackling some crashes as well as performance issues. Check out the Hotfix notes below. So yeah, there's been a few different issues that I've had seen pop up. So I'm thinking that this will likely correct a lot of those issues that have been appearing, but the toolkit itself, so if you're a mod creator, fix a potential crash caused by entering invalid control characters when renaming or creating resources. So this is nice, as I know the people that are working on mods work diligently on this, and any little hiccup in the road, it obviously sets things back. So this is nice to see that they're still updating the modding toolkit. Game crashes and performance. Fix a crash when changing the input mode when launching a multiplayer game. I do have sometimes issues if I go from keyboard and mouse to controller, so I'm assuming that's what that's about. Fix a crash on Xbox Crossplay when suspending the game while transitioning between regions. Interesting. Fix a crash while playing on split screen with DLSS on Vulkan. That's only really for PC players. I recently started playing on Vulkan, by the way, and it seems to work a lot better than it previously had. So I'm not sure if there's some stabilization they released in patch 8, but it works now. I previously never used to use it. Fix some potential crashes and performance issues as a result of auras trying to apply themselves to items that can't have auras. I actually did see this happening. So the paladin has a bunch of different auras, and sometimes you can see it in, if you use like a spell, sometimes it'll damage things that, you know, shouldn't be damageable. So that seems to be what was happening there. New subclasses. So they fixed a bug causing the starry forms to be removed by the shadow curse. That would really suck. You know, Act 2 can be kind of brutal at times to lose your starry form and expend a wild shape charge. Nice that they got that fixed. Gameplay. Fix a bug on multiplayer where the client's avatar would appear invisible until they moved around. And fix a bug causing the game world and the main menu background appear black after you return them from character creation. I actually noticed this one as well. I make new characters often. I'm sure a lot of others that watch my videos do too. So that's nice that they got that fixed. Crossplay. Fix a bug letting you enable crossplay and invite players while running on a non-crossplay session. If you want your friends to join you on an existing campaign, you'll need to make sure that the save you want has crossplay enabled. Find out how by reading on below, which we'll get to in this video. UI and tooltips. Fix some developer text appearing on the upcast bonus tooltip when upcasting Shadowblade. I did actually notice there's some weird stuff going on with Shadowblade. They did fix it on the last hotfix last week, so it's good they've worked quickly to get that updated. Fix a bug causing the latest save game to get deleted instead of the current selected one if you quickly spam the delete button. Don't spam delete buttons, just a little pro tip from me. Fix the enable button getting grayed out in the mod verification window when using a controller. I actually noticed that one as well. I play on PlayStation 5 as well as on PC, and yeah, there's some issues there at times. And made sure the direct connect option doesn't show up on the crossplay settings when it's not possible to use. So again, a lot of little UI tooltip updates there, just nice. Remove some of the confusion from this all. Half plate armor +2 having missing materials for male halflings and causing clipping on female gnomes. So again, nice that they fixed the clipping. However, there's one thing. I'm not sure why, but I've always noticed this. The Wave Mother's robe does have some clipping on the half-elf body type, so you can see there, it's got a little bit peeking through, but maybe we'll see an update to that. It's not really a big deal, because when we leave the character creation screen, it does go away, but it's there whenever you level up and all that, so yeah, it's just something that I've always noticed. So crossplay, a brief how-to before you begin. Enabling crossplay and adding friends. If you're looking to play with friends across the pond, first things first, we need to get you all set up and everyone in your party link the preferred platform to their Larian account. You can also have multiple platforms linked to your Larian account. You can do this by going to Larian account /connected and connecting your account. Easy so far, right? Once it's done, make sure that your party all have crossplay enabled in their game setting. So if you want to do that yourself, go to your main menu, go into options, and then on the gameplay tab right here, we're just doing a little scroll down and allow crossplay. So just make sure that that is checked. You must be logged into your Larian account to be able to check that box. So just a little heads up if you're having this grayed out like myself. I had to unlink my Larian account the other day. I was getting some weird issues, but I think they're all now resolved. So first you got to do that, and now you need to add your friends in Larian Network and invite them to play. So you'll be going into the main menu on the Larian account on the bottom right, and then you go to manage account, and you can go to your friends list, add friends, and you can add them by their Larian account username, and then you'll be able to send them a friend request. So at the main screen here, down the bottom right, you click on your little picture there. It's Henry from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And you're just going to go to your friend list here, and you can add friends based on their names, and then you can have them all on here. You have to have the crossplay obviously enabled for this to be able to work properly. After that's done, you're just going to go into your load game here. And then, so you go here, and then down the bottom, there's that little crossplay there. You check that in, and you can load into your game. And once you've loaded in, you just go here to the main menu and click multiplayer. And then you can add in your friends. So you can see there, full caps, invite friends. You just go ahead there, and then you got your friends invited into the game. And the process is pretty much the same if you're going to start a new playthrough. You just load into the game and then load in through there. All the information is, again, on this page, so I'll have this linked in the description. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward to play on crossplay. I mean, they've done a fantastic job with not only allowing mods, but also crossplay together. Really, really cool. So if you want to join in, you go to select multiplayer in the main menu, go to crossplay tab, join the other person's lobby. If you're the host or using mods and there's any discrepancies, the mod verification window will pop up to inform you which mods need installing, uninstalling, or updating to make sure that there's parity between them. Don't forget that if you're playing on PC with modded saves and have friends on console or Mac join you have to make sure the game doesn't have more than 100 mods, and the mods are enabled and available to both console and Mac players. You can check on this by looking at the available Mac and console filter in the mod browser, or checking whether there's tags listed in the mod details page. And visual guides are more your thing. They do have a video on how to do this all here, so you can also check that out. You can also join the official Larian Discord server. It's pretty cool. And here's just a little brief guide onto subclasses if you're looking to pick a new one. Path of the Giants, available at level 3, drawing their strength from the fury of the giants, allowing them to increase in size as well as their physical strength. Go ahead and choose if you want to kick your enemies off a ledge, or throw a bewildered companion at them. Glamour Bard, they are taught their art by the Fae, making them the perfect choice for those to see yourself as superstars, captivating and entrancing audiences. Step in to defend your allies with an undying charm and use that voice to command and control your enemies. Death Domain, these clerics draw their faith from the forces of death, both those that cause and those that raise the puppet the undead. Looking to add a bit of darkness to your playthrough, go to the Death Domain at level 1. And you can explode nearby corpses. Circle of Stars Druid. If the twinkling lights draw you in at night, then the Circle of Stars may be the subclass for you. Their powers come from constellations where they use to embody the stars rather than fur and flesh. They at level 2 get the starry form, granting new abilities and bonus to combat and healing. Arcane Archer Fighter. These Arcane Archers show a little magic is involved. This style of combat, created by the elves, sees you shooting arrows at arcane energy, and having good aim is a necessity, so when annoying you, sticking them with a banishing arrow to send them to the Feywild. Way of the Drunken Master. These monks hide skillful hits like behind a stumbling exterior, regain ki by consuming alcohol, a skill many of which we wish we had, before punching your enemies drunk and hitting them with the sobering realization, dealing psychic damage and sobering them back up. Oath of the Crown. Binds a paladin to uphold civilization and order, deal with the consequences of their action, and keep their word. Definitely not a subclass for someone that can't stay committed. You'll need to be careful with the promises you make to keep your focus on supporting and protecting allies. It's one of the easiest ones to break your oath with. Swarmkeeper, release the bees. That's all you need to know. I guess the jellyfish are lightning and the moths do psychic too. For those that can't stop responding with "aye" and "arr" in any conversation, the Swashbuckler rogue adds a combat with a I've never heard that word before. Piratical flare. Play dirty from level 3, whipping out sand in your pocket to blind your enemies. You can throw some dirt in their eye. You get the pocket sand. Yeah, it's awesome. Shadow Magic Sorcerer. This is my favorite. Draws their magic from the Shadowfell at level 1. Besides the Immaculate Goth vibes, you'll be able to teleport between shadows and summon the Hound of Ill Omen to trap your enemies. You'll be able to grow your very own cult with these bad boys who, once attacked, will splint off into multiple versions of themselves. Hexblade Warlock is the most popular one. You start the game with a bound weapon, Hex, Sickle, Maul, or Flail, and it curses your targets. Once the cursed enemies are killed, you'll have them rise as a cursed specter, slicing your enemies in a flurry of slice, allowing you to siphon their health. Great for role-playing as a Grim Reaper, if you're into that. Blade Singing Wizard. A fan of pointy objects and magic casting, this allows you to cast your spells with your blade. At level 2, you'll be able to choose this and get your Blade Song, which gives you the Blade Song Climax, unleashing damage upon your enemies and healing your allies. Nice. And they have a bunch of art here, which you can check out in this community post if you'd like. So yeah, just wanted to give it a little bit of an update on this, just bring some clarity on it. And again, if this is happening, please let me know in the comments, because I'm pretty sure it's resolved now. I think that this update might have corrected that, but again, let me know in the comments if this is still bothering you. And as always, have yourself an incredible day, guys. See you all in the next video, and we'll, I guess, have an awesome day.